All
Yes.
right. With that being said, man, cousin Jimmy, there's been so much going on in the world. I feel like the year just started. Like we in day 6, and it's
Yeah.
like, damn, like we can't get a break, nonstop.
Oh God.
But today our first topic, we got to talk about your cousin,
My
Uncle
damn
Don,
cousin.
Mr. Donald. Yes,
We talking about
President
my
Trump.
damn cousin Donald.
He is all over the news. He got his
Oh
hands in
man.
everything.
Oh
But
man.
but the way the news reporters reported about him snatching and grabbing the president of Venezuela out their own country, him and his
Yeah.
wife, it was just crazy. But yeah, definitely, he carried out his airstrikes in Caracas, Venezuela, and they had a special operation scheduled, and the mission was to capture President Maduro and his wife and to take them back here to the States.
Yeah.
And we don't even know like the number of injured people. I don't know if we know the exact number of injured people that died or got hurt from the airstrikes in Venezuela. But yeah, Trump has been pressuring and bombing a lot of those drug boats that are underwaters for Venezuela. And apparently this whole operation, he says, is brilliant because it's going to help, the nation and the world with oil prices and, making the water safer and no drugs in our waters being trafficked.
No drugs.
So I don't know. I don't know what Trump got going on, but he's up to something. So
We're about to give him a call here right now.
please
We're
call
gonna give
him
him
and
a call.
see what he's talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna give him a call here right now because DJ Chinny, I tell you, what we're seeing going on now is you're gonna have people on both sides of the fence. Let's start there right now.
Mhm.
Both people, you're gonna have people on both. Hold on.
Oh, he's
Okay.
calling.
Oh, that's the phone turning on. It's turning
Oh, okay,
on now.
okay.
He's yep. I'm
I
gonna
thought
give him
he
a
was
call.
calling you.
Oh, he's gonna be. We're gonna talk here in a second. But I tell you this. So you have people on both sides of the fence, and what you're going to be seeing here, as we start to see things develop, is a control and power and influence by the United States and Venezuela. And the reason why this is important, some people are not going to like it, and there were innocent lives that were affected by the bombing just to get Maduro and his wife, and the tactical strategic moves that the United States had to make to get Maduro and his wife. And see, what people don't understand is this thing is all about power and control. And there's allegations out there that Maduro and his wife is supporting the trafficking of drugs and that Venezuela is being ran by criminals. And so the United States is utilizing that perspective to form some action to control Venezuela in a way where there is a sort of blockade in terms of what other international countries can do when it comes to dealing with Venezuela. Venezuela is a huge oil exporting country. Russia relies on their oil, and they have huge oil reserves. And what that allows the United States to do is controlling that oil reserve and to also block their enemies, or so-called their oppositions, or what the young folks say today,
The ops.
the ops. The ops. They're blocking the power of the ops to be able to utilize these resources in Venezuela. And so some people don't understand that.
It's all strategic.
Yes, exactly. Hold on for 1 second here.
But why he had to take his wife though? Like he couldn't just take the president.
Oh, you gotta get them all. When you go for the husband, you gotta get the wife too. You cannot leave. She knows all the secrets. Remember, she knows all the secrets. And this is one thing I'll tell you that and maybe she's a strong wife, but what typically happens is they corner the woman. And they would throw all types of tactics towards the woman to pressure her into giving information. She could possibly be an informant, just getting arrested to decorate it as she's with her husband. Who knows?
True.
But what they try to do is pressure the woman to give up more information. Who knows more about the dealings than the wife? When you start to tell her you're going to be looking at 40, 50 to life behind bars in the United States, you need to give us some information. You could be looking at a death penalty. You could be looking at any type of penalty that the United States has. Yeah. So hold on. Donald's call. Hold on. Donald.
Hey, Jimmy.
What the hell is your ass out there doing, man?
Jimmy, what are you talking about?
You say what?
What are you talking about?
This damn Venezuela thing. You go in and you get the damn man and his damn wife in the middle of the night. What the hell is going on?
Listen, Jimmy, that's confidential.
Well, we had some innocent people die, Donald. I understand you had to go get this guy, but that doesn't mean that other folks had to pass away.
I agree, Jimmy. I agree with you. But sometimes that happens when you're taking out the opposition.
Well, I understand you had to do what you had to do. You had to get yourself in a position to control Venezuela, to block the other countries out there that we are at opposition with and block them from being able to take control.
Jimmy, you don't understand what we're up against. This is way above your pay grade. We're dealing with Russia, China, cartels, violence. There's a lot going on, Jimmy.
But you listen, I understand Russia, I understand China, I understand all the other countries out here, but you got
the drugs.
The drugs,
Jimmy,
yeah, I know, yeah.
The drugs. They're killing people. There's fentanyl, cocaine, you name it.
The fentanyl and all that, I understand, but this could potentially lead us into another war.
Who said anything about a war?
We have innocent lives. We got people in our military that don't deserve to just be thrown out there like that.
No one's going to be thrown anywhere.
You said what?
Do you see the gas prices?
Yeah, I see the prices at the gas.
Do you see the gas prices? The amount of oil that we have access to now because of this move?
Yeah, I see the prices dropping with gas. Well, listen, we like the prices dropping, but we don't like the bodies dropping.
Jimmy, I have to go. Tell Aunt Edna and your thick-thigh 400-pound baby mother I said hi.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later on. Okay, all right, Don. All right.
Love you, cuz.
Yeah, that was my cousin right there. The guys, I'm telling you right now, the guys, he is something else. But he's expressing his thoughts, basically saying that he had to do what he had to do because the United States has to control what's going on in Venezuela. Unfortunately, there's too many drugs, too much crime, and we need to be able to block those other countries that we call ops from being able to take care of the natural resources of oil down there. And so he had to do what he had to do. He said Maduro also was not supposed to be president. Said the people of Venezuela did not vote him in. So I don't know. I don't know, DJ Chinny. I don't know.
So why did they take him to Brooklyn? Why New York? Like, why not to the White House or to, Virginia, all the other states? Why New York?
Great question. Well, New York.
Why Brooklyn?
New York does a great job at being able to prosecute these high-profile cases on a federal level. If you ever notice, a lot of federal crimes that you see in the United States, they try to find a way, if there's a link, for it to get processed in New York. If you notice, P. Diddy's trial, P. Diddy
it's in New York.
Yeah, it was in New York, but they raided places in Miami, they raided places in LA, they were all, but they had that case in New York because of the high rating that the federal prosecutors get in New York and their ability with resources to be able to investigate, to be able to have confidential.
I thought they were going to take him to D.C. Like Washington is the headquarters. That's where we're going to file. But I get what you're saying.
Listen to me. If they send this guy to D.C.'s federal prisons, he might not leave out there. You have to understand. He might not leave. D.C. is a violent prison system. And DC gangs, if anyone that's been I have not, well, I won't talk about that story, but in the federal prison system, DC card has a huge following. I don't promote prison, I don't promote jail or incarceration, but in the federal system, DC card, the card meaning the faction, the card meaning the group of people that represent DC holds a big stake in the federal prison. They don't play.
Okay, so I guess it all makes sense.
Yeah, well,
I guess
we're hoping that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, DJ.
and I
I'm
was just
sorry.
gonna say we playing chess, not checkers. So let's see what
Yeah,
Donald got up his sleeves next.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. This is what people have to understand. First and foremost, lives are at stake in every single political move when you talk about countries imposing on other countries. Lives are at stake, and we don't want innocent lives being at stake.
No, we don't.
However, this is what those innocent lives signed up for, one. And in some cases, in some countries, you don't even sign up. You have to go into the military. Two is that when you're on this sort of international stage, especially as the United States of America, we have to understand that although we have Democrat and Republican in our country, both sides have played these types of moves before. So when we start to see the riots and people protesting and one saying, well, the Republicans are doing this, the Democrats have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Over the history of the United States, whether it was the Democrats who controlled the House or controlled the executive branch or the Republicans, there's always been agendas at play where military was involved in invadings and things of that nature happening
Since
in other
the beginning
countries
of time.
resources. Exactly. So
that's true.
We have to understand as a people, this goes on. Unfortunately, we don't like innocent lives being lost, and we are definitely with that 100%. But we have to understand what we're in when we're in this world of power and control and resources and money and wealth and all these other things. Is just going to be played out this way.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because I heard it was like a urban area that got bombed.
Yeah. Looks like some apartment built. Looks like Co-op City, and I mean Co-op City in New York.
In the
out
Bronx.
there in the Bronx. Look, the buildings look just like it, and it was so sad because you saw family members who were mourning lost loved ones, and then you also saw those that lost, their homes. They didn't get killed, but their homes got destroyed.
Destroyed,
in this attack. It did.